Hello and welcome back, fellow snoozers. This is Chance Malling at the Snoozers Kennel Club of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Today we're going to have an epic battle between two storied guardian dog species, the fiercely loyal Tibetan Mastiff and the stalwart protector, the Kangal. First we'll get into a little history and some facts about these impressive canines. Then we'll see what happens if they go toe-to-toe. If you have an epic battle request that you'd like us to put at the top of the list, then visit our Patreon page that's linked in a video description and make your request. Now sink your powerful jaws into that like button and subscribe to our channel to fetch more epic battles for your flock. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Yeah, you are. You are. Walkies? Tibetan Mastiff. Originally bred in the mountains of Tibet to be guardian dogs for livestock and guard dogs for properties and monasteries, Tibetan Mastiffs are impressive dogs. Male Tibetan Mastiffs grow a little larger than their female counterparts. Fully grown males stand nearly 3 feet tall at the shoulder and larger than average specimens can weigh upwards of 200 pounds. They have large skulls and powerful jaws lined with sharp teeth and canines, and possess a bite force of around 560 pounds. In Tibet, Tibetan Mastiffs are called dokai, which literally means tied dog. Traditionally, the largest individuals were given to monasteries to be trained as guard dogs. The name tied dog refers to the practice of tying the dogs up during the day and then letting them loose to roam and protect the monastery grounds during the night. To this day, Tibetan Mastiffs still have a tendency to be alert and active at night. Tibetan Mastiffs are very effective guard dogs and ferocious in their protection of their pack property or your family. They have a very intimidating bark that they aren't afraid to use, and if that doesn't work to ward off danger, they are fearless in attack. They are intensely territorial to the point that dog trainers say that you shouldn't take them on the same walk every day, otherwise they will become territorial of the walk itself and challenge any person or animal who comes along. See this street? This is my street. See this fire hydrant? Yeah, it's mine too. They are highly intelligent and observant dogs who often notice danger that isn't perceived by their human companions. Unfortunately, they combine this intelligence with stubbornness and will simply refuse to obey commands that they don't agree with. Finally, they are very loving, affectionate, and playful dogs covered in extremely thick fur. If you're not a fan of a 200-pound extremely thick blanket that licks your face, this may not be the dog for you. The Kangal. Native to the central Anatolian town of Kangal in Turkey's Sivas province, these dogs are powerful and well-muscled descendants of the Mastiff breed. Often employed to guard flocks of sheep or goats, they aren't so much shepherd dogs as they are her protection dogs. Males being slightly larger than females grow to nearly 3 feet high at the shoulder and weigh up to 150 pounds. Not only are they muscular, but they also have impressive long-legged speed and capable of sustaining a 30-mile-per-hour run for extended periods. Kangals are fiercely loyal and make excellent guardians of children, homes, and flocks. They're exceedingly loyal and especially protective of children who they consider their flock. Originally bred to protect herds from wolves, bears, and jackals in their native Turkey, Kangals are quite capable of running down a wolf and killing it. They have since been imported to and bred in Africa, where they protect herds from lions and cheetahs. Need a pro? Call a Kangal. These lovable canines are widely considered to have the strongest bite force of any domesticated dog, at over 743 pounds per square inch. These dogs will protect your flock from wolves during the day and come snuggle on the couch with you on a cold night. Somebody get that dog a bone. The fight. It is spring in the foothills of the Pyrenees Mountains, and shepherds from 2 farms are moving their flocks up into their summer pastures. They each have a guard dog. One has a Kangal and the other has a Tibetan Mastiff. Their trails converge into the flock's mix. In the ensuing chaos, the guard dogs come together. Through centuries of selective breeding, both of these dogs are generally obligated to protect their flocks and see the other dog as a threat. The Mastiff barks his most intimidating bark, but the Kangal isn't deterred. They both snarl at each other as they drool and growl. They lower their heads and bristle their fur. Suddenly, the Mastiff charges forward. He leads with his massive head and snaps his sharp teeth at the Kangal. The Kangal rears into his hind legs and comes down on top of the Mastiff. The Kangal is outweighed, though, and can't get the Mastiff onto the ground. He attempts to bite the back of the Mastiff's neck and head, but the Mastiff's thick fur prevents him from doing much damage. Though the intense pressure from the bite is painful, the Mastiff yelps and thrashes and throws the Kangal off. The ferocious Kangal will not give up the battle for his flock and attacks again. This time he gets a mouthful of hair and skin around the Mastiff's neck and twists and pulls and forces the larger Mastiff to the ground. The Mastiff is bleeding and in pain, and in a last-ditch effort to save his own life, he rolls onto his back and presents his soft underbelly to the Kangal. The Kangal recognizes this act of submission and allows the Mastiff to stand. He is now the alpha. They sniff each other's butts and are still friends today. We have a winner, the fierce protector of sheep and goats, the loyal family servant, the Kangal! Well, snoozers, this battle could have been fatal for either of these majestic and loyal canines. Fortunately, the Mastiff had the intelligence to submit, and the Kangal had the wisdom to know that he had done his job. Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and visit our Patreon page if you have an epic battle request that you'd like to see. Now lift your leg and mark your territory on that like button, and subscribe to our channel to fetch more epic battles. This has been Chance Mauling for the Snoozers Kennel Club. Until next time, Snoozers!